need to keep up, don't feel the need to impress, stay true to who you are, stay true to what you want to buy, what you want to spend money on, whether that's experiences or materialistic things, that's completely up to you. Don't be going and buying things to impress other people. It's just pointless because the right people in your life will love you regardless. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Marina and this is Angel. Say hi. So yeah, today I wanted to make a video on tips to declutter because for those that have seen my first video, I used to live out of a suitcase and travel the world. And so I didn't always used to be a minimalist. I actually was a massive hoarder. So yeah, I really wanted to make this video to help you and motivate you to declutter and simplify your life because I know it's changed mine. Now I'm so much more intentional and everything I own, I love, or it's like serves a purpose in some way. I hope this helps you. Feel free to grab a beverage of your choice. I have a coffee at 10 p.m. Comment below if you like drinking coffee at night because I love it. Don't know why, it's just kind of fun and rebellious. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell. It means so much to me when I see every subscriber, like makes my day, so if you want to make my day, there we go. Okay, so my first point is focus on how it makes you feel. And I love this one, it's actually stolen from Spark Joy, Marie Kondo's book. So yeah, this is my favorite way to declutter and I feel like it's kind of underrated actually, to go by how you feel and your intuition. But I think everything we're surrounded by really does like impact us, whether it's like memories, photos, things from the past, things from ex-boyfriends, etc. Like hold the item and ask yourself, would I buy this again? And if not, then what's the point of having it? Another thing to ask yourself when you're holding the item is, am I proud of this? Is it embarrassing if people saw it? Like, you know, the dirty underwear. That's so gross. Like dirty things like this bronzer palette, for example. I'm not proud of, like it's like completely broken and gross. I need to get another one. So yeah, that's on my list. Yeah, I would say stop holding things that are completely like ripped to shreds, like my pants over here. Because I think often we can actually hold on to things because they have memories attached to them. This is a big reason why people hoard stuff, is because it reminded them of people that passed away, which is super sad, or good memories. I had a lot of good memories in those trousers. Sometimes we need to let go in order to make space for the new and who we're becoming. And yeah, it's nice to like create yourself. See, it's like a blank canvas, an opportunity to make space for the new and to let go of the old. And don't underestimate the importance of like what you own and what you surround yourself with. It is super important and it can have a positive impact or it can make you feel bad or weird. So a mistake I personally made when decluttering before was getting rid of my notebooks. I ended up scanning them into my computer and keeping them on a hard drive. But in my opinion, it's just not the same. I think the physical copy is so much better than just like a photo. So yeah, don't make the same mistake I did. I think sentimental items really do matter and it's nice to have like the actual physical copies rather than digital. I think it's kind of sad how everything's digital these days. So point number 2 is quality over quantity. I remember someone once asking me, would you rather have a lot of cheap things or have one quality thing? And I remember being like, tons of cheap things, obviously, because I was raised going to car boot sales and like my uncle would give me like £2 to spend and I'd have to like get all this junk to make it worth it. So yeah, this is a mindset that I was kind of like raised with, of buy cheap, buying the sale, it's got to be good value, like these kind of things. But then I'd end up with a lot of junk really because I was just buying it because it was cheap. So yeah, my mindset with buying stuff now is actually buying cheap things is throwing money away, and actually buying quality, good, maybe more expensive things is actually an investment because you can actually have it for a much longer time and you're actually just going to be more proud of it and enjoy it more rather than buying things that are gonna kind of fall apart. So yeah, when it comes to quality over quantity, I've actually started to avoid shops like Zara, and no problem if you shop there, but for me, I feel like I would buy something, wear it a few times and it would be completely ruined. Maybe that's just like how I live my life, a bit crazy, reckless. I would much rather buy less and buy quality and things that are really gonna last and I'm gonna feel good in, than constantly shopping and buying things that just fall apart. At the end of the day, I think it's so much better to buy one good thing than lots of crap things that don't last. So yeah. Okay, so point number 3 is be intentional. Do not impulse buy. I love the dopamine kick of buying something and that thrill you get. So I completely get it, but it's learning how to navigate that. So I did a bit of research on why we impulse buy. Usually why we impulse buy is to get that happy feeling, the dopamine of buying something new, the thrill of it. Another reason is often impulse buys are from sales. And ask yourself, would you actually buy that item if it was full price? Do you actually want it? Do you actually want to bring it into your home? Do you actually want to wear it? Or do you just not want to miss out on the offer, the exciting sale? If it's something that's gone into sale that you wanted full price, then like fair enough. But yeah, be careful with sales. And another common reason is that we feel like we won't be able to get it again. So it's like limited. And so I experienced this recently. I went to Paris and I ended up buying a bikini because I thought, well, I'm only in Paris once. I'm not gonna be able to get it in London. So I bought it and I kind of like wish I didn't, to be honest. So don't buy things impulsively. Think about them because you'll end up with a lot less clutter. So yeah, when it comes to how long should we think about purchases, it's obviously up to you. I think I take too long. I'm on the extreme level where I just think about something for so long and I might as well have just bought it. So I'm currently thinking about buying an air fryer, and already in this process of thinking about it, I'm kind of like thinking there's probably not much point of me having an air fryer. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if an air fryer is worth it. But as I've been thinking about it, it's in my cart on Amazon. It's been like a few days and I'm kind of like, actually, maybe there's no point because I have an oven, but I don't know. So that's why it's important to take time. I tend to take like a month, a few months to think about purchases. Depends on what it is. If it's like over £100, I usually take at least a month to think about it because I just don't want to end up with loads more clutter and back to where I used to be. I also think it's really good to be intentional with your purchases because then you can be selective and like create your wardrobe or create your apartment, and rather than buying everything mismatched and everything, like you've already thought it all through. Yeah, it's just like better that way, even though it's a bit more like time consuming and a bit more boring, I guess. Because it's fun to buy things. In the long run, it's better to own quality things that you've thought through and are like happy with. So if you do end up falling for sales and all this stuff, you can always hold on to the receipts, take advantage of the return policies, which are pretty good these days, or resell it. So I use Depop. I think often in this kind of like social media world, we want to keep up with everyone else and buy the latest gadget, the latest phones, cameras, appliances, clothes. It's kind of called like keeping up with the Joneses, like buying something to impress people, buying something because you want to have like the latest thing. So when it comes to this, before I buy something, I ask myself, would I still buy this if I was the only one in the world that would see me in it, whether it's clothing, whatever. And am I buying this thing because I truly want it and I love it? Or am I buying it to impress someone else? And I really think about these things because I think often they can lead to impulse buys, or like buying for an event, buying for a date is another one that I'm definitely guilty of doing. But it's silly because if you're not being true to yourself, then what's the point? So yeah, there's that quote that I literally love, and it's, we buy things with money we don't have to impress people we don't like. And I think that quote is like pretty true in our day and age with social media and the, what do they call it? Clout? Showing off. So yeah, don't feel the need to keep up, don't feel the need to impress, stay true to who you are, stay true to what you want to buy, what you want to spend money on, whether that's experiences or materialistic things, that's completely up to you. Don't be going and buying things to impress other people. It's just pointless because the right people in your life will love you regardless. So in conclusion, those are my 3 tips. I hope that helped you. Someone said to me the other day that they thought minimalism was like not even owning a bed. I love my bed, I sleep a lot. Yeah, so minimalism for me is everything I own I either love, think is beautiful or useful and brings me joy. I think it's important to have a homey home and not just have like 3 things. I've changed a little bit since my suitcase video. I'll link that above. But yeah, I hope this video inspired you or motivated you to declutter. Remember that when you declutter and you get rid of things, you're gonna be actually gaining, because you're gonna be making space for the new, and you're actually gonna be able to create yourself and move towards who you really wanna be. You're not gonna be weighed down by random exes, hoodies, and random stuff that you don't want around you that's not bringing positive vibes. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to comment below any requests and thoughts that you might have, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Bye!